Yo, what's up? This is Teddy, Mr. 2Q himself, all the way from 2Q Productions. I'm a graphic designer, photo and video editor. Shout out for the West Behavior episode for calling me through. Basically, what I do is specialize in graphics. This is graphics in holistically as a whole. So your motion graphics, your stills, your editing, your drawings, anything that has to do with graphics. That's what I do. That's what I specialize in. My early beginnings go as far as primary, but this is not me studying graphics in primary. I've always been an artist at heart. I remember back in the days I used to draw freehand. So primary wise, high school, so nakikene kana kontsela tsa thata tsele when it was June 16, about 8th day, those type of functions, it was hectic. So to spare some time, I would draw the actual kasi with the tires burning, people boycotting, for June 16, and I would take those drawings to school and they would put them on the walls. When it's 8th day, I would be that guy that draws people in hospitals, people in the queue waiting to take their medication and stuff like that. The AIDS sign, I used to draw that a lot. Take them to school and, they would put them on the walls there for everybody to see. So I've always been an artist at heart. I loved drawing. That's how I pass time. But this was just a hobby. This was just what I do, at my free time. When I'm back home playing, when the other kids are playing, I'm drawing them playing. That was me, It got to a point whereby after high school, I studied IT. Obviously, you do what the parents ask. You couldn't choose. You didn't have freedom of saying, no, I want to do this. So I love the IT because I love gadgets. It was one of those things I would just tear apart a calculator just to see how it functions, that type of vibe. So at high school, I studied, I did what you call king, science and biology and all of those subjects. So I qualified to do IT networking. Back then it was called PC engineering. That's what the course started as. While I was doing that course, I always had the passion of drawing, so I got introduced to Paint on a computer. Paint is one of the programs that by default they come with Windows and you can draw on them. But it's very basic. It's just shapes, colors, and curves, nothing major. But it fascinated me because now I found out, oh, you can do this on a computer. You can draw on a computer. Okay, cool. So to spare time again, when I was not studying or was not with other kids, I would be on the computer drawing something. I remember I was showing you Grizzly, one of my first drawings, Paint. Actually, that was me drawing myself, and I had versions of me on Paint. I was playing around with it, trying to find out what's what, how does it work. I didn't even know what tools were called what function did what. All I wanted to know is how does it work? What can I do with it? And then during the progress of me in tertiary, going through all of that, I think my last year, I already knew I was gonna graduate. So most of the time I didn't spend them in class. I spent them in the graphics department, trying to find out what more can I learn, and I got introduced to a magazine called PC Logic. Now, PC Logic is a gadget magazine, so all the latest gadgets, whatever that's new, that's coming the following year, you would find out about that on PC Logic. PC Logic used to come with these discs. I don't know if some people will relate, but we old crocs will relate. There were things called the disc, you know. So PC Logic, the magazine used to come with those discs. The disc would introduce you to the latest softwares, and now that's where I fell in love with a software called Photoshop. Because of the name Photoshop, I thought it was just mainly for photos, you know, and even how they introduced it, and you know, it was for photos. You can take a photo and you can manipulate a photo. You just edit, you highlight it, you bring the colors up, and it was photos. And then it would give you what you call them, intro softwares, demos. That's the word I'm looking for. So I got the disc and I installed it, and it was a demo of Photoshop. I don't know which version was it. It was a long time ago. And then when I opened it, I remember vividly the page, that blank page that appeared there, just blew me away, and it had all these tools, and there were brushes, and there were cuts, and there were lines, and I was like, okay, so this is the bigger brother to paint. So I can do more with this one now, okay? And ever since, I've been just learning day in, day out, up until now. I can never say I know everything in Photoshop. I'm still learning, always, you know, there's always new versions and new tools and whatever.
What are you doing now?
Now, getting to what I'm doing now, right? I remember my first artwork that I did, major big artwork that I did, was for my 25th birthday party, 2009. So all of this started 5, 6, 7, right? Me learning. Now, when I was comfortable enough to say, okay, I know what I'm doing, I got into Photoshop heavy, and my biggest break, not biggest break, but big artwork to market was a poster that I did with paint to market my birthday party. I was turning 25, 2009. And it did wonders. People loved it. People actually came because of the poster. It didn't have pictures of me or whatever. It just was an artwork of what I was working on back then, and it just had details. But it was amazing. The party was amazing. And then I started now going hardcore. There was a time where I was managing a dance crew. That helped me again to get into the marketing space, knowing how to market, what posters, what type of designs work for marketing, for corporate, for entertainment, you know. And I was still learning how Photoshop works, to a point whereby I got an opportunity to actually design. Now this is years later, me learning and getting better and better and better and better. And then I got an opportunity to actually do marketing material for Netflix. There was a show back in the days called Jovijo. Now Jovijo was big on SABC 1. The episode or the series, I don't know if it was a series or what, it was playing every Sunday on SABC 1. And my little sister was actually one of the actresses there. And she was like, you know what, my brother can actually design stuff for you to market. And we're like, okay, let's see what he can do. Blew their minds away. They started using me for their marketing material for social media. And they were so impressed that when this season ended, they had this exhibition, a gallery exhibition of their work, of a photographer. A famous photographer took pictures of the whole work, and they asked me to actually design invitations to the gallery exhibition. And I designed that for Netflix, you know. That was my biggest break, only to find out that that was just the starter, you know. Bigger things were coming through after that. And then I got introduced to a production company a film production company called Liburography Pictures. I've known of them. I've always wanted to work with them for the longest time, but you know, it wasn't the right time back then. I was still coming up, but now at this particular time when I got introduced formally to them, I think I was very comfortable with Photoshop. Now I was doing big things. Like I was already designing for venues like your pubs and lifestyle event stuff. You know, their performances or whatever gigs they were having. I was one of their resident graphic designers. So I was very comfortable with that. But it was not where I wanted to be. You know, I always want to do more, bigger things. So when I met Liburography, they were like, yo, dude, like we've been seeing your work. We would love if you can design something for us for this movie that we're doing right now. And I was like, yo, dude, like you're talking my language now. Come on with it. Bring it. And what they gave me was just, they call it a synopsis, which is just a brief of what the movie is all about. And they're like, do you from that? Now, that's what I love about me being a graphic designer, is being given the freedom to design from my imagination. I always design from a blank page. You know, there's templates out there that you can download if you want to design something. You know, you can just tweak and change this and that. I don't do that. I actually start from a blank page, and the process of me designing is actually funny. So if you're a client and you want me to design something for you, you by just explaining what you want, at the same time while you're talking, my brain is already designing it. I don't know how it happens, but you just give me a brief of what you want, the colors, what would you like, and the idea, and ultimately how you'd like it to look. Already in my brain, it's been designed and it's been worked on. The only thing that's missing there is just for me to sit on the computer or a laptop and I open Photoshop. And whatever that's in there, I just transfer it to that canvas. That's it. That's the whole progress for me on how I design. But then going back to the posters, I did their poster for that movie. They loved it. And ever since that poster, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I forgot the name. I'm not sure of the name. Umang, I think. Let me quickly. Masejo.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think we don't have to get into the posters, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just close it because we're going on to 15 minutes now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically, ever since that has been happening with the posters, I've been working with them, I think it's 4 years now. Most of my work, you see them on some on Netflix, Showmax, Mzansi Magic. Those are my clients that whenever, because it gets to a point whereby now commissioning editors for film, they would recommend you for the type of style that you design. So they would like, a production company would submit a movie and they'd be like, oh, but we need a poster for this. And then whoever would say, no, I know of a graphic designer that actually designs for this production. How about you ask them? And then, referrals, just like that, your name gets out there, people get to know your work. And basically, yeah, right now I can comfortably say I'm a film graphic designer for posters. That's what I do. This is graphics, but I also do other stuff in film. Motion graphics, so there's certain aspects whereby in a film you would see, say it's an episode whereby they're reading the news and then you would see those taglines, like the news are period. That's me. I do motion graphics in the movie itself, or a pop-up or a phone, you calling or a message that pops up there, that's me again. That's other stuff that I do in film through graphics. So it's a very big, broad industry. You just have to know what you want and be passionate. Just be passionate and have patience. Sometimes it does drag to be or to get where you want to be, but ultimately you will get there. Just being passionate and doing what you do, doing what you love. Yeah.
Azanian queen, wampana pata, ampona Azanian queen, wampana pona, antwara Azanian queen, wantwara twara, antuna Azanian queen, antuna bantare. Let's make love in the rain. Ulayana, ulayana, ulayana. Let's make love in the rain. Ulayana. This that new batch. You know it's Kanye, I'm done being preachy. I'm a different species, it's Yeezy. Yeah, tell the devil get beneath me. All I did was tell the truth and nobody believed me. On a boat, getting head out in the tea. My wife's titties is DDs. They gon' pull my dick on the cover of Us Weekly. Make she show my ass crack. Riding around Chicago. GNC black on black. Easy season black on black. Easy out the box like a cracker jack. Mr. Egomaniac. Them people tryna pay me back. Can't say I ain't changed, rap. Real nigga artifact. I mix the art with rap. I mix gospel with chat. I fucking Thanos snap. We must pay homage to them. Yo, career I made that. Yo, where the fuck he's yeah, you know exactly where I'm at. All rap can suck my ball sack. Bitch, I'm back like a bra strap. Command, see you all cap. Still in here. Government ain't playing fair. They ain't want it, you ain't here. We got the White House surrounded niggas everywhere. Next year I pull up to the fucking Met Gala in my underwear. I don't care. Used to be a billionaire. That's 1,000 millionaires. Bang, locked up all my money. I don't care. You can't stop a fucking guy. Hey, 2024 came in the game, brought down the doors, broke all the locks. Fuck what you thought, fuck what I want. Foot on the devil's neck for the law. I'm done tap dancing on tour. No more interviews with the falls. Y'all can't even keep score. I pitched on my Grammy Awards, cause I don't need no war. We must pay homage to them. Yeah, I told you I was a guy. Illuminati took my mind. Illuminati took my wife. Made me wanna take my life. Bitch, I threw away my ice. And you know I'll pay that they won't, yay. They won't, yay. Her world on my dick singing Kumbaya. Kumbaya. Adidas fell off cause they ain't got yay. They ain't got yay. Try to cancel me, but you can't cancel yay. We must pay homage to them.
I need a shop. You know, I need to start a shop and sell everything that's like your clothes, someone else's clothes, one shop selling them. I'm like, you know what? Let me register West Rooted as a clothing shop, you know, because it's registered as West Rooted Trading and Stores.
How's it, gents? Kinampo Sifuru. Table the silent warrior. Kidula mo Kaviso 1, West Rand, Gauteng West. I'm a professional boxer. My boxing story started after matric. Then kakala kaba hard worker, gijimile too much in order to succeed. Motivate more thing. The medals in the is from my amateur base, Hanikitana. So hangata hard worker boxing amateur you compete mo West Rand, then you compete go the whole Gauteng West, Gauteng North, Gauteng East. We compete. The winner will compete the whole nation. Mona Eastern Cape, I was representing Gauteng, Silver. Then later on, I became a profession, 2015. Then 2016, ke fight 3. Then now I got be 4. Ke win a Gauteng title. Then ya be 5, ke be 6. Ha di tlo khutla ke be defender. Then ya be 80, ke be this one. WBF Africa. Ya be 9, ke be Western Cape, ke the former multiple champion was Natijun Maber. I lost that fight, it was WBO. Then again I fought for ABU. Then again I fought for it was a 6 round. My last fight, it was on December last year, go Limpopo. That's my story.
So, champ, we have a few questions for you. First question is, do you have anger issues?
No, I do not have anger issues.
How so? Because you're a boxer.
Basically, boxing is a discipline sport. Like literally, you cannot go inside the ring with anger. Similar like when you're angry, you cannot think correctly. You cannot do anything when you're angry. So you should be stable, mentally stable, in order to throw those punches, in order to jump. If you're angry, you'll be a wild animal throwing something.
So, since you've been the champ, what have you contributed to the community, more especially the youth?
Yeah, I've been training more, more Kagiso recreation. Ke ba teacher boxing. Even currently, neketso bua le counselor rampe black moholo. Ka bana bana ba nyane ba ka tla ba qalla fatshe. So a kena ndao ko recreation kwa la ke sebetsa personal trainer, but currently ke need go pusha mo lusha. Basically ke a tseba ko Kagiso 2 ke boxing active. Mo lusha mamona garena yon. I'm the champion mo lusha. Di boxers ngata the amateur, and then there are pros, but I'm trying my best and especially about fit.
So, what made you get into boxing?
More boxing, just like men, Rocky movies, Honzo Sheba, and everything, and then habe Nigga skipping, so ke be ke kopana le Thato na le ko Madiba, then and by that time you were amateurs abara man late man ntwe bona wa rata are go road when boxing, then everything is
Who's your favorite all-time boxer?
My favorite all-time boxer, I would say, is my double game, man. Sugar Ray Leonard.
So what is the most challenging thing about being a boxer before being a champ and after being a champ?
To be honest, it's all about sponsorship. Haratoli sponsor. Like in boxing, it's no fight, no pay. So sometimes you can fight after 8 months and then there's no pay. But if your sponsorship, at least you will monthly stipend to about gymming, weights, everything. But if okay fight, there's no pay. Those are disadvantages that boxing. And then happen, we are not televised enough. Hanga take super sport, but over matter haba football dish boy. Back in the days, Netha go CBC 2, Kadi Saturday, this Sunday. We are not televised enough.
So, since you've been boxing ever since school, do you think it's time to retire? Or what age or what do you need to achieve before you retire?
No, currently I believe already it's time for me to retire. Because I tried. Even basically no yana lack of fights, promoter, fight like before. Even right now, if I had a promoter, no, I'm active. But now I'm inactive. Can I something like 6 months kesalwane. So since ke bona hore ke retire, ke qale something since hujimisa.
So Do you think if you retire today after this episode of magazine,
Yeah.
you would have left a great legacy?
I believe so. I mean, like Molusha, on the box, I think I did. Because I mean, basically, I motivated most of the youth. And after they always asking me, or they want to reach Mugirichi. So, basically, I am trying to help them to reach where I am and to surpass me.
So, what advice would you give an upcoming boxer who looks up to you?
To be honest, it's all about hard work, discipline, and always be humble. Hard work, I'm not saying kataba hore ujimo, it's no. Hard work, even a kala control. Haba tsahi control, balesha over tools. Lego gymming basically global sharp. Even lemo harabatu, be humble. And always hard work gym.
Have you ever been knocked out?
Yes.
How did it feel when you woke up?
Basically that knockout for exciting. Now if like ula mahlo feel like when referee as it's arbo 6. Yeah, you go sheba kara. Monga so no email. Like it easy. Like it felt like I was froze.
Do you remember the guy that knocked you out?
Yeah. And to be honest, Lan no kilene, that one. I'm still proud to say it. I fought a former world champion, multiple champion, was Nati Chui. And they get like 8 fights and then Nasitatswa good. So I tried with a champ. Fortunately, I lost. Kinkile 6th round look out fella. 7th round he knocked me.
In closing, what would you like to say, champ?
For
you personally.
For me, alright. To be honest, man, for now, basically now what I need, I keep working on what I need academia, gym. Even right now, keep busy, get a personal training certificate, or a lucky gymisa, kinale, kebeleti bambir. Because like previous coaches have understanding nutrition, le hore how lose muscle joang, low gainer muscle supplements. So basically, I want to be a good coach in a qualification.
Man, emotional. Thank you so much, man. I can never thank you enough. I can never thank God enough for this. You know, it's all the prayers, it's all the hard work. Is Nyanya Nazo, not forgetting them. You know, my mom, I don't know where she is, but thank you for being patient with me. I'm not a talkist. Let's say.
Malaika nakupenda malaika ningekuoa maliwe Oh